Look, I really don't think this is going to go well at all for the occupying forces that are occupying our cities right now. I really don't. Some keep asking in lives, what are we going to do? What is it that we need to do? What can we do? There's a lot we can do. We're doing the right things by doing the marching and all that stuff. That's right. That's a rightful thing to do because, we're honoring. When you're marching and you're peacefully protesting, you are honoring us. You are honoring you are honoring the Marines who are now on gate guard duty in heaven. You are honoring every soldier, every sailor, every airman, every guardian, every coaster. You're honoring all of us by doing that. We honored you, those of us who did. We honored you by not breaking our word to you and obeying the Constitution and not following unlawful orders. We honored you by doing that. You honored us in turn when we came home by doing those things, putting yourselves on the line by doing that. And some of us have decided we're going to march with you. Now, what do I see happening? Well, I'll be brutally honest. I see an insurgency brewing. Because the brutal fact of it is, we are under paramilitary occupation. We are under police state occupation right now. ICE is an occupying force. Our own government has been sent to occupy our cities and terrorize the public. State-sponsored terrorism. That's literally what's happening. So what? Some of them do it in plain clothes, wearing level 4 flak vests and stuff like that under their clothes. Others do it in full tactical gear. Masked, refusing to identify themselves, literally kidnapping people, raping women, and that kind of stuff. Literally ripping people out of their homes, kicking in doors, a direct violation of the First and Fourth Amendments. Refusing to comply with the law that says that ICE has no jurisdiction, no authority to detain American citizens. I could go on and on and on. They're lawless. They're straight up and down lawless. If local and state law enforcement in large part won't do anything about this, they won't rein them in, well, what do we do? Well, I think the only thing that I see coming, and it's not good, is I see a literal insurgency force brewing. I see it. Why? I mean, how can I recognize that? I went to Fallujah, for crying out loud. If you want to know what an insurgency looks like, ask an Iraqi freedom veteran like myself. Ask an enduring freedom veteran. Ask a Vietnam era veteran. We all fought an insurgency. We have all fought insurgencies. We know what they look like. ICE is not prepared to fight an insurgency. They'll lose. Now, the problem's going to come when they when they use the National Guard. That's going to be a problem for them, not the insurgency. Because the National Guard are people who live in the community. They're not going to be willing to turn their weapons on the civilian populace, and they're not going to, no matter how much they're briefed. Many of them won't drink the Kool-Aid, and those that do, that's going to create problems for them. That's a fight they're going to lose. Suspend posse comitatus. You have the same problem with active duty forces. Oh, we'll just deputize the Proud Boys. That's not going to work out well either, because most of them joined ICE anyway. You don't really have many of them left. A people determined to be free, you can't defeat a people like that. Ask the Russians when they tried to conquer Afghanistan. Ask us when we tried to conquer Afghanistan. You get where I'm going with this? I'm not advocating for violence on any level, but I'm telling you, I'm answering your question. What's coming? An insurgency is coming. ICE does not know how to fight an insurgency. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be extremely violent. I am not advocating for this. I'm telling you, that's what I see happening in the very, very near future. I see people doing that because ICE and this administration have backed the American people into a corner. They've declared war on every American citizen, every man, woman, and child in this country. They've branded all of us domestic terrorists just because we disagree with Trump. Even those of you that are wearing red hats and still the true believers still do the same thing to you. It doesn't matter. I mean, shit. No disrespect to anybody here, but white women, you found out the hard way that they're willing to target you too. So now they understand that. White community generally now understands that, and they're like, well, what the fuck? Okay, now they're angry, and they're like, okay, all right, they're starting to see all that stuff that black women have been telling you that we, the diaspora, have gone through since this country's inception. Now you understand it, you get it. The question now is, now that you get it and you understand it, what are you going to do? The answer is, there's going to be an insurgency. Other content creators won't say it. I will say it. Europe is closing its doors to us. Asia is closing its doors to us. Africa has already said, fuck you, under no circumstances will we even talk to you until you get yourself straight. Mexico and Canada have locked us out of any kind of trade deals and made trade deals with each other and with China. And with Europe. The entire world is isolating us until we get our shit straight. And the only way this shit is ever going to get straight, since politicians, yes, on both sides, Democrats and Republican, are both in on it, it's going to take an insurgency to get us free. And that's what's happening. That's what's going to happen. Not fear-mongering. Of course, MAGA, you're going to be writing in the comments, oh, you're fear-mongering. Yeah, well, you either stand with the government or you stand with the people. So time to test all that don't tread on me shit, won't we? If you're out there standing with ICE, you're treading on people. You get it? You are if you are helping ICE, you're helping a tyrannical government. Period. I know you don't want to hear that. I don't give a fuck what you want to hear. I don't say what you want to hear. That's the difference between me and a lot of other content creators. I'm not here to stroke your overbloated ego. I'm here to shrink it down. So that's what it is. Again, do I advocate for this? No. I'm just telling you what's coming. An insurgency in this country will begin in the next few days. That's the way I see it. I hope I'm wrong about this, and sincerely hope I'm wrong. And that this can be resolved through peaceful means. That's what I want. But with the obsession and the drunkenness for power that this regime has, and the white supremacist ideology behind it that's driving it, no. Nope. Other things are going to happen. And that is what hurts. That's what breaks my heart, because that's not what I fought for. I certainly didn't fight for this dictatorship that's happening right now, but people are determined to be free. And if fuck you is the answer, fuck you is the answer. Right now, it's looking like fuck you is the answer. I wish I were wrong about that. In my heart, deepest heart, I wish I were wrong. But again, I say what people are scared to say. There's an insurgency brewing in this country. And it's against this government, and it's going to be very ugly. And martial law won't mean a fucking thing. Yeah. The government has to stop this shit. Do things the right way. Do right by the American people and take the bullseye off of all of our backs. Stop calling. I'll tell you what. You want to stop being called Nazis? Stop acting like it. You want to stop being called the Gestapo, ICE? Stop acting like it. MAGA, you want to not be called Nazis and white supremacists? Stop acting like it. You always like to throw Ashley Babbitt in our faces. Ashley Babbitt was in full violation of the law. She didn't have authorization to be in the Capitol. She literally broke into the Capitol and didn't comply with law enforcement, with the Secret Service, and that's what happened to her. So since you want to say some really negative things about Renee Nicole Good and Keith Porter, well, I guess she got what she deserved, didn't she? Should I say the same thing about Charlie Kirk? I could go there. If you really want to get dirty, I'll say something about Laken Riley too. Oh, she came from another state. Do you have that same energy for what's his face? Rittenhouse? Right? No, you don't. So, the moral of the story is, you can be a part of the solution, MAGA, but it's your choice. Make a good choice.